tell us, what's a career highlight or special moment that stays with you?
I think in most recent years, it's been working on the iconic master brand campaign, which we're now in year 2 of. So we've worked with Dentsu Creative on an amazing creative platform called Got You Looking. And basically the name says it all. We were really about getting people to lean back into the iconic again and kind of bringing back to the forefront everything that the iconic represented when we launched 14 years ago.
How do you go about identifying the moments that you choose to invest in versus the ones that you let pass by?
I think, look, I work for an e-com, so we have a lot of access to data, and I think data definitely plays a role. One of the things I always say internally is just remember that there's human beings at the end of all those data sets. So I think it's really important to leverage both quant and qual data. So we do a lot of data and analytics to kind of see what's coming up and what we know was kind of, really performing or successful for us in the past. But then we overlay that with actually talking to our customers.
What are the major moments across the year that you take note of, and any that might surprise us?
Well, I think there's the typical ones as an e-com player and obviously retail. So Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we actually call it the season of sales now. So pretty much from Black Friday until Boxing Day. Another one that we were involved in just recently was a conference of international speakers, doctors from all over the world that were involved in something called So Hot Right Now, which was all about perimenopause and menopause. And because we know half the population are either perimenopause or through menopause, and they're a big base of our customers as well. So I think being involved in moments, again, that really speak to our customer in a way more granular way, whether she's, sort of 25 or 55, we're trying to really personalize for the experience.
Yeah, not just their passions and their hobbies, but also their deepest fears and what they're going through at that moment or stage in life.
100%, and it also leverages that whole community aspect as well. And that I went to the Opera House So Hot Right Now event, and it was packed with hundreds of women, and there was this really lovely sense of camaraderie and community. And I think that is the really important intersection for brands to tap into, but in a really authentic way.
What's the key to success when you're looking to capitalize on one of these moments?
I think it's the key to success with anything when it comes to branding, which is you've got to make sure that you put the customer authentically at the core of everything you do.
You've done some amazing work and taken advantage of these big moments in the calendar. How do you sustain the momentum beyond those moments?
I think if you've got the front piece right and you've really put the customer at the core, and also I'm a big believer in insights. So what was the insight that really drove the campaign or the messaging or the communication piece? So get that bit right up front, and I think you will naturally have good momentum off the back of a campaign or an activation or whatever it may be.
Jo, on behalf of Uber Advertising, thank you so much for joining me on the ride.
Thank you so much for having me, Michael.